Welcome back to This Week in Warcraft. Hey, it's Soul, and you can help support the channel by hitting the like button, subscribing for more WoW coverage, and catching me live on Twitch. It's kind of the last full week of Dragonflight, with early access to the World Within starting August 22nd, 3 PM Pacific. It means a few last chances at completing a few activities, so let's break that down. First, the Mists of Pandaria remix ends in 1 week, as in next Monday, and you want to double check you've completed the most important milestones, as in the 10 major achievements which earn you some unique cosmetic rewards. For many of you, this also means buying up all the pets and mounts and appearances available. If you've got characters that are almost max level, it might not be such a bad idea to max them out now unless you're okay with working on them next week after they're converted into regular characters. Recent reporting from Wowhead suggests characters will come out of the remix with an item level of 467, with a handful of gold and some starting resources including bags. More on that in a bit. Also, make sure you've knocked out any last-minute season achievements like Keystone Master and Hero, get yourself a PvP mount if you're eligible before the season ended. Some of you might have concerns about feeling behind on gearing characters in prep for the new expansion, and despite the changes to the Radiant Echoes event recently, it's a bit much to gear up all of these characters. Remix characters shouldn't have a problem at all. We know this because testers have been using item level 408 character templates in the alpha and the beta based on what you might have been saving up from the Radiant Echoes event. I suggest focusing your gear purchases on those characters to get their item levels to that 400 or so range. It shouldn't be hard if your luck has been good. Start with weapons, then main gear pieces that give the biggest primary stat increases. If you're loaded, then, well, of course, heck yeah, prep some purchases for your remix characters too. I mean, after all, currency has no value if it's never spent, right? If you're looking for more transmog to farm, it might be a good idea to take some of those freshly leveled alts and hit up Raid Finder and other weekly content for bullion. Yeah, you can spend it on gear for leveling, but transmog, well, that lasts way longer, and it'll save on future trips to the Dragonflight raids if you have that bit of a completionist spirit. My advice, if you're going just for the bullion, make your queue times faster by using characters who can heal. Even better if you actually know how to heal, it'll make everyone's day much smoother. Inexperienced tanks can result in bigger consequences, so I'd say roll healer and, keep your head low, just keep mashing buttons. It's the last few weeks, guys, relax. I don't recommend strats like this normally. This week there's going to be another long maintenance on reset day, and the ward approximately is doing some really heavy lifting. It's going to be lost time for us, so plan accordingly. But we should expect another cinematic short, hopefully, while we're waiting for realms to come up. Last week's dropped at 11 AM Pacific on a Tuesday, so let's keep our eyes peeled. As for other events happening, Arena Skirmishes with a PvP event with Gravity Lapse as the Brawl, and over in Mythic Plus World, the affixes are Tyrannical and Afflicted with Bolstering for keys 10 and higher. It's the last week we're going to see these two affixes for the indefinite future, so soak that in. No more bolstering. Say it out loud, it actually tastes good. No more bolstering. Now, I wasn't so much against Afflicted. Of course, I play a tank who can cleanse and apply quick direct heals, so for me it was a pretty fun affix. Of course, hey, don't worry, we got plenty of trouble ahead of us in Season 1 of The War Within with more affixes, new stuff coming. As for what's coming in the channel this week, it's a little bit hard to say. With the long maintenance, I might just take Tuesday off from streaming so I can work on other videos and research and so on and prep for next week's early access launch. I'm also trying to set up simulcasting on both Twitch and YouTube so folks have more choices on where to watch me from. As for this week, I'm going to try and squeeze out a guide for cooking and fishing. I'm going to squeeze it into one. I want to push out a consumer side guide to professions as well. Like, what should you pick up? What professions should you pick up for buffs? What are the most popular items you'll likely pick up for dungeons, raids, maybe even delves, that sort of thing. And I also want to talk about leveling plans. We don't have a reliable breakdown of everything that is and isn't allowed during early access, but I do want to talk about my plans for it and early leveling so you have a jumping off point for your own plans. For now, let's wrap things up with a big thanks for coming by here for the weekly reminders of what's happening. Please like the video and subscribe to support the channel. Catch me live on Twitch and maybe YouTube this week, and let's have Bob close us out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
Start in tower, get up all the weeklies, then you head down. Check your notice, but there aren't any. And you do a circle around the aisles, helping dragons for a while. Do a HUD, cook soup and some bounties. Queuing for some dungeons, stopping invasions, helping the dragon nations. But in the end, you're just a gamer, you're just trying to get the big reputation. Big reputation. Ooh, you and me were farming big reputations. That's the thing we're really trying to do. I want some transmog too. Done.